Hello everyone. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about the Dakota Access Pipeline and why it is such a big deal. As everyone has seen in the news, there are a lot of protests going on by the construction site of the Dakota Access Pipeline. Most notably, Native Americans are protesting the development of this pipeline as they are saying that it's going to desecrate or damage their sacred burial grounds, their religious sites, cultural sites that have deep meaning to them and historic meaning to them. But what is the Dakota Access Pipeline? Well, the Dakota Access Pipeline is a $4 billion project to build a new 1,100-mile pipeline from North Dakota to Illinois to transport domestically produced crude oil. Now, America already produces a lot of oil. We're the #3 producer in the world. However, we are also the #1 consumer in the world. So what that really means is that we do not produce enough to meet our own demand. So we still rely heavily on foreign imports of oil. The construction of this pipeline will change that, and we can actually produce more than enough and sort of break our foreign dependence on oil. Well, there are a lot of pros and cons to the construction of this. Pros, of course, cut foreign dependence on oil. It will also reduce rail and truck transportation. Over the past few years, there have been several accidents of trucks and trains carrying oil that has exploded and caused contaminations, etc. So they're saying this will reduce this. It will create lots of construction jobs and also hundreds of millions of dollars in state and local taxes. It will also help to address the lack of agricultural transport, as most of the transport is going to oil instead of agriculture. Now, the cons, on the other hand, is part of what the Native Americans are saying, that the pipeline runs under the Missouri River. So it actually does not cross their Indian reservation. So it doesn't actually touch their land, but their biggest point of contention is that it runs underneath the Missouri River, and any possible leak or explosion, safety hazard, anything like that could contaminate their drinking water. And the Missouri River actually supplies hundreds of thousands of people with their drinking water. So it's also opposed by most of the major environmental groups because of climate change. And the Sioux tribe has actually asked for the UN Human Rights Council to take a look at it. Now, the Army Corps of Engineers initially agreed to allow the construction, and now they're taking a second look at it. So it really just depends on which perspective you want to take. This could be seen as the exploitation of Native Americans yet again in this country, or it could be seen as a newer and safer alternative to cut our foreign dependence on oil.